FMCG major HUL is set to post its Q1 numbers. Now, overall, obviously, it's going to be a strong set of numbers, especially given that, a low base is there. But all in all, let's look at the numbers quickly now. Revenue is expected to see a growth of around 14.7%, coming in at 12,119 crores. Profits of the company also expected to see a 10.5% growth on a year-on-year basis, coming in at 2,078 crores, while the margins of the company are expected to be slightly under pressure, seeing a contraction coming in, so 24.3% versus 26.5%. In terms of volume growth, we are expecting a 5 to 7% volume growth for HUL this time around. And obviously, like I mentioned before, the sales growth, the revenue growth is mainly led by the low base as well as the moderation that we're seeing in coming in the sales momentum. So surely let's keep an eye out on the revenue growth also of HUL. Now, obviously, when you look at segment-wise, hygiene as well as in-home categories have continued their growth momentum. That is, the trend has still continued even now, as COVID is still continuing. So hygiene, in-home categories surely are seeing a good momentum there. But discretionary portfolio has been impacted mainly due to the second wave. We had seen some recovery coming in the last quarter, that's Q4, but because of the second wave, we have seen the discretionary portfolio could be under pressure this time around as well. Now, we are seeing a sharp surge coming in the price increases, especially, given that the impact is there. So, obviously, gross margins sequentially could see an impact because of the inflation in raw materials. Now, higher ad spends, increased freight cost, as well as increased RM costs could weigh overall on the operating margins of the company. In terms of what to expect and what we should watch out in terms of commentary of the management, obviously, we'll watch out for the outlook, especially coming in from the competitive intensity. What is the outlook there? RM cost also is something that we'll be watching out for. What is the management's take on there? Especially, given the increase, where do they see this price settling as well? How is the demand for discretionary products is something that we should be watching out of. A discretionary product as well as out-of-home consumption products is something that we should be watching out for. And also, if they're showing us any signs of, rural trends, what is the trend coming in, our rural outlook, especially given that, the second wave is, has impacted even the rural areas, tier 2, tier 3 cities, smaller cities as well, and smaller towns as well. So surely keeping an eye out on that as well. All in all, let's keep an eye out on HUL's number in terms of overall these important factors and what they actually come out with. If HUL is the first FMCG company, FMCG major, which will be posting its numbers today, and it will surely show us an indication of what to expect in terms of growth from other companies as well. Plus, have a certain demand trends being in given certain categories, out-of-home consumption, in-home consumption, what is the trend there is something that we should be keeping an eye out for.